started because, oh no, it's not quite 7. We'll wait a few minutes. I don't know. Hello? I don't think so. Ah, now they are. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Maybe I have to turn it on. Can you use this one? Oh, you use this one?
Hello.
Hello? Here.
Hello. This was not working.
Hi.
I'm glad we got to sign together.
Hi, Sarah. Well, Harriet and Anna. Oh my. Shabbat Shalom. We thought what? Did you hear? And tomorrow morning too. It's just us all weekend. Hello. Oh, sweetie. Well, Shabbat Shalom. Hey, Simba. Hey. Hi, sweetie. I think we're ready to start. Should we start? Can't sit this close. Miss you guys. Did you see Adina's grave covered with crocus? But you know, just the yellow ones this year. What? They're later. Oh, good. Oh, fun. We got them to look forward to. Shabbat Shalom, you probably noticed the moon that Rosh Chodesh, that new moon. It is the new moon of Adar. Adar, the happy month, the month of Purim, the month that says it's not quite spring, but we're going to get there, right? The month of the last fling, like Mardi Gras, like Purim, all these adolescent holidays that really are much deeper than they appear on the surface. So you want to bring us into Shabbat? Which one? This one? This one? Okay. Oh, here we go. This is perfect. Shalom Aleichem. Welcome. Waiting for you, come toward angels of peace. Bless us toward peace. Angels of peace, when you leave, leave toward peace. Angels of peace. 2 angels, one on each shoulder, warring over my soul. A 3rd set of angels, peacemakers, reconciliationists, angels of mercy, Malachei Harachamim, middle pole, mercy. Go toward peace. Lech l'shalom. Yours truly, the Holy and Blessed One. Page 6, please.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachi Hasharim, Malachi Elyon, Malachi Harachamim, Mi Melech, Malachi Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Orchem l'shalom, Malachi HaShalom, Malachi Elyon, Malachi Harachamim, Mi Melech, Malachi Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu L'Shalom, Malachi HaShalom, Malachi Elyon, Malachi Harachamim, Mi Melech, Malachi Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Zeitechem l'shalom, Malachi HaShalom, Malachi Elyon, Malachi Harachamim, Mi Melech, Malachi HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
Peace be to you, angels of peace. Enter in peace. Bless us with peace. And go in peace.
Cuando el rey di mirar al campo salía, moraba en el cielo y en la estrella. Vida una luz santa en la judería que había de nacer Abraham Avinu.
Harriet, Nana, you want to light the candles? No? Anybody have something special going on? Nancy, you want to light the candles? Yeah? Come on. Thank you. Invite everyone to take some light. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Shabbat Shalom. You know how we do this in India, right? Go like this. Yeah. Shabbat Shalom and Chodesh Tov. You can do that with the people that you're next to. Thank you, Nancy. Lighting of the candles begins Shabbat for us. We've welcomed the angels, and now it's time to welcome that extra soul. No one is ever alone on Shabbat. Oh, we have another reading from Jimmy's book. This one? Oh, beautiful. Great. Okay, here we go. Additional soul from Yom Zeh. Welcome, O additional soul. We inherit you every Shabbat by virtue of time, a deepening of soulfulness, Neshama Yetera, the extra soul. I am alone with my shoes, and still I cannot move. One step and the world might cease to exist. Let me know in some abstract, non-abstract way in my soul that we are safe. Let me be wise myself, trust wisdom. Let us be wise together. Let my soul speak freely to my heart. Let my mind yield now and again. My soul might take up residence. I am carrying my soul with me wherever I go. Ahead, a field, a small house, a mountain. I unpack my bag to take out a sandwich and make tea. I reach in, I pull up my soul. It is a mouth now, a pen, a stick, a candle, and inwardliness. It has taken the shape of prayers. I am speaking to you from you, same voice. Save me, my soul. Pick me up and lay me down.
יום זה לישראל,
Page 7.
אורה ושמחה,
אורה ושמחה, אורה ושמחה,
שבת ומנוחה. אורה ושמחה, אורה ושמחה, שבת ומנוחה. ציווי את הפיקודי במעמד סיני, שבת ומועדים לשמור בכל שנה, לערוך לפניי מעשה וארוחה. שבת מנוחה. יום זה לישראל, אורה ושמחה, אורה ושמחה, אורה ושמחה, שבת מנוחה. אורה ושמחה, אורה ושמחה, שבת מנוחה. חמדת לבבו לאומה שבורה, לנפשות נכבוד נשמה יתרה, מנפש מצרה יסיר הלכה. שבת מנוחה. יום זה לישראל, אורה ושמחה, אורה ושמחה, אורה ושמחה, שבת מנוחה. אורה ושמחה, אורה ושמחה, שבת מנוחה. קרשת ברכת אותו מכל ימים, ששת כירית מלאכת עולמים, בו מצאו עגומים מה שקדו ביתך. שבת מנוחה. יום זה לישראל, אורה ושמחה, אורה ושמחה, אורה ושמחה, שבת מנוחה. אורה ושמחה, אורה ושמחה, שבת מנוחה.
And finally, we welcome the bride. From his big, bulky pockets, he gave away everything he owned. They laughed at him before he found his purpose. He prayed for that, a sense of purpose. Go and repair my house, he heard. It is falling into ruins. He sat with the lepers, changing their bandages one by one. He gave away everything. He had nothing. It was the very thing everyone needed. The kingdom of heaven is upon us, he heard. He began to preach. There were 11 of them within a year. Claire heard him in Assisi. The little brothers walked the mountains around Umbria, and that's where he saw them. Just outside Spello. I was sitting with Francesca by her grove of olive trees. She pointed up at the mountains behind Assisi. I had just told her about the Sabbath bride, the queen we welcome on Friday night, who brings the quiet presence of godliness. She comes looking for us every Sabbath when the sun goes down, you see. Yes, Francesca said, it's like San Francisco. I see him walking there in the evening. Francesca pointed toward the mountains behind Assisi. Look, his coats. It was just the time when he appears between the suns. We were gazing up towards the mountains as the sun began to find its way home in the west. I then told her about the Jewish legend. In every generation, there are 36 righteous persons who sustain the world. They are anonymous, hidden. Without them, the world cannot endure. Where are they when we need them? Sighed Francesca. Nowadays, they are hidden, I said. Like San Francisco, she cocked her head towards the mountains. As the sun followed, we sat, waiting. Come, my beloved, let us greet the bride. Lecha Dodi. Page 8, please. Dodi likrat kala, p'nei Shabbat nikabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, p'nei Shabbat nikabela.
Shabor v'zachor v'dibor echad, Hishmi'anu el
Echad Adonai echad u'shemo echad, l'shem u'tiferet l'tila. Lecha dodi likrat kala, p'nei Shabbat nikabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, p'nei Shabbat nikabela.
לקראת שבת לכו ונלחקים מקור הברכה
מראש מקדם נסוכה, סוף מעשה במחשבה תהילה. lecha dodi likrat kala, p'nei Shabbat nikabela. lecha dodi likrat kala, p'nei Shabbat nikabela.
התעוררי, התעוררי, כי באורך קומי, אורי, 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 שיר דברי, כבוד אדוני עלייך ניבא. lecha dodi likrat kala, p'nei Shabbat nikabela. lecha dodi likrat kala, p'nei Shabbat nikabela. בואי בשלום עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצחוק עולה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה,
boi kala, boi kala,
בואי חלה, בואי חלה, לכד אותי לקראת חלה, פני שבת נקבלה, לכד אותי לקראת חלה,
פני שבת נקבלה.
לכד אותי לקראת חלה, פני שבת נקבלה,
לכד אותי לקראת קלה, פני שבת
נקבלה.
Please remain standing with us if you're able so that we can call each other to prayer with the words of the Baruch Hu on page 11.
ברכו את אדוני המבורך, ברוך אדוני המבורך, המבורך לעולם ועד, המבורך, המבורך לעולם ועד.
On page 15, please.
שמע ישראל,
Adonai Eloheinu,
אדוני אחד. שמע ישראל, אדוני אלוהינו, אדוני אחד. שמע ישראל, אדוני אלוהינו, אדוני אחד. שמע ישראל, אדוני אלוהינו, אדוני אחד.
We can be seated as we continue. On page 16, remembering that most of these prayers are about love. Most of these prayers are about whatever else anybody has in their minds or their hearts or their mission. Our job is to love more. And that's just what this prayer tells us. We chant it together. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבבך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ושופך בקומך וקשרתם לעוד על ידיך, והיו לתוצפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם. אמת. Page 18. Same words that Moses and Miriam and all of the people of Israel sang as they passed through the sea of fear, the sea of attachments, the sea that would deliver us to shores that would take us to freedom.
מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש, נורתי לא תוסף אלה, מלכותך ובניך, בוקיים לפני משה. זלי, 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 זלי ענו ויאמרו, אדוני ימלוך, אדוני ימלוך, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. Adonai yimloch, Adonai yimloch, Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed. Adonai yimloch, Adonai yimloch. Adonai yimloch, Adonai yimloch, Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed. Adonai yimloch, Adonai yimloch, Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed. Le'olam va'ed. Voel ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב וגואלו מיד חזק ממנו. As you redeemed Jacob and saved him from arms that were stronger than his own, so may you redeem all who are oppressed and persecuted. Baruch atah Adonai Ga'al Yisrael. With Miriam, Haniviyah, the prophetess. She took a drum in her hand and we followed her with drums and dancing. And Miriam chanted with us. Shiru le'Adonai ki ga'o ga'a. 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 Shiru. We kept singing. Shiru. We could have been silent, but we sang.
We filled the space with song, with poetry, with beauty, with hope. We paved a way to the future. In spite of the violence, in spite of the fear, in spite of everything we knew, we kept Lishalom, going forward towards peace, towards something better. We just kept going, singing, singing. Page 20.
Fros alinu sukat shalobecha. Spread over us the shelter of your peace. Blessed are you who spreads the shelter of peace over us, over all people.
Amen.
Over Jerusalem, Jerusalem, and over Jerusalem. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom aleinu, ve'al kol amu Yisrael, ve'al Yerushalayim, ve'al Yerushalayim. We are praying for the peace of Jerusalem, Jerusalem. Shameru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, La'asot et ha-Shabbat, לדורותם ברית עולם ביני ובין בני ישראל, אותי לעולם, כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש. The children of Israel shall keep the Shabbos, observing it in every generation as a covenant for all time. It is a sign, it is a sign forever between me and the people of Israel. For in 6 days the Eternal One made the heavens and the earth, and on the seventh day God rested. Shabbat vayinafash. God breathed the soul into creation. God breathed the soul into creation. Vayinafash. Vayinafash. Vayinafash.
Page 23. I invite you to rise if you're able, if you'd like to, so that we can pray the words of the tefillah. Beginning with this prayer, please God, open my lips that my mouth may declare your glory, your praise.
Adonai, Sifatai,
Tiftach,
Tiftach, Tiftach. Adonai, Sifatai, Tiftach, Tiftach, Tiftach. Oh God, open up my lips so that my mouth might speak a little poetry. Adonai, Sifatai,
Tiftach,
Tiftach, Ufi Agib, Tilatecha.
I invite you to go through some of the prayers on your own. When you're done, I'll invite you to be seated and we'll continue with a prayer for peace. Page 29 in the middle. Compassion, mercy, never cease. No matter how much others may try to pollute the space, the airwaves, the Twitter feeds. Truly, it says here, compassion, mercy, love, stronger than all of it.
Hatov ki lo chalu racha rachamecha ve'amirachim Hatov ki lo chalu racha rachamecha ve'amirachim Tamu chasadecha meolam kivinula meolam kivinula meolam we have always put our trust in you.
That's what I was looking for. How'd you know that? Thank you. Amen. Thank you. Stan reads minds. I see a few of them out there. Thank you. Thank you. So, just a word of Torah, yeah? A little bit of Torah? Okay. All right. And it's Rosh Chodesh, so maybe you'll do you have a Rosh Chodesh prayer in there? But the portion this week, you do? Will you find it? Let's do it after the. So, the portion this week is called Truma. Truma, gifts, offerings. And it's about building the Mishkan, the sanctuary. And in it we learn that the offerings must come from the true generosity of the heart. It can't be built out of guilt or duty or debt. Only the offerings of a willing and generous heart, fueled by love and the right motivation, are accepted for building the Mishkan. Now, for other things, you can give even, with a grudge, you can give even for ulterior motives, but not building the Mishkan. To build the sanctuary, to build that holy place, can only be with willing hearts. I love that. That's why we called our campaign the Willing Hearts Campaign, right, Nancy? Right? Anyway, so, why? Because only when the heart is willing will the divine enter the work. Only when the motivation is pure will we have the right plan, the right blueprint, and the inspiration to birth beauty and bring the creative spirit into our work and into the world. What is it we give when we give in this way? With willing hearts? We give everything. What does God want of us? God wants of us everything. So when we talk about giving in this context, we must also talk about giving of ourselves, giving our full and available presence in each and every moment of our lives if we are to continue to build the Mishkan, the holy places that godliness will dwell here. The portion says, Asuli mikdash v'shochanti betocham. Make me a mikdash, that I may dwell. Shochen, the word for dwell that gives us mishkan, the inner dwelling, same word for Shekhinah. that gives us the Mishkan within them, the holiness within them. So the pshat, the simple meaning of the text here, suggests that the portion is not talking about a physical place at all, but that God is saying, make me, God, the sanctuary. Make godliness a sanctuary. What does that mean? It means that in truth, we are in God. God is in us. God is everything. But we have to remember, we are not God. But we are part of something greater than ourselves. And we do have to construct something that protects us from violence and from the awful evil we know is possible, to construct this Mishkan, this holy place, a sanctuary that God can really be present here, present in our lives. Perhaps it's telling us that we need to make a Mishkan, not a building, but a religion, a way of life that makes us more godlike, more compassionate, more generous, kinder, smarter, better, the creators of a day of love, not a day of hate. Another one of the commentaries on this portion asks why the materialism of the Mishkan is holy and why the golden calf is idolatry. I mean, what's the difference between them? Why is one God and the other so not God? Maybe because even though the campaign for the calf was successful, it's solid. You know, it's a lot of gold. But it was solid. There was no room for us within. No room for our willing hearts, our creativity, our new ideas. No room for anything but itself. But the Mishkan is open. And there is room here for the Shekhinah, for godliness and goodness to grow inside. The Zohar, one of the books of Jewish mysticism, understands the sanctuary as a place where all the worlds become one, where the terrible twos of creation find completion in each other. It is built out of truma, the offerings, which may come from the Hebrew root that means to lift up, but the Zohar reads truma from an Aramaic root that means two. Rather than confirming dualism, the us and them, the good and evil, that we are always so tempted to embrace, the Zohar says that all the terrible twos of existence are reconciled, the twos in the one, in the Mishkan, in the sanctuary. Because the offerings are brought with our willing hearts, the offerings construct places where there is room for everyone. But what of those who launched this day of hate for this Shabbat? How do we reconcile these teachings of unity, of love, of room for everyone with what we know human beings are capable of? The same human beings that have launched this day of hate are the ones that killed the Bible study people at Mother Emanuel, that killed the Muslims in Christchurch, the Sikhs in their temple, and of course the Jews in the Eitz Chaim synagogue. The African Americans in the grocery store. It doesn't end. It's the same people who have launched this day of hate. So you may have noticed that we have more security night tonight, but we didn't cancel. We didn't cancel. The threats have not kept us from gathering in our sanctuaries across the country and right here in St. Louis. Last night I heard, I know some of you remember a young man that used to come here. His name was Daywalker. He was a rapper. Well, now he's back to being Justin. He's a postdoc in Wisconsin. He already got his PhD. He was here actually for a little bit tonight, and he'll probably be back tomorrow. But I heard him speak last night. He spoke as an alum of Cardinal Ritter College Prep. Boy, did they look surprised to see me there last night. But I was there as a guest of Justin. The Archbishop said, "Oh, surprised to see you here, Rabbi." But everybody was very nice. I can't say that. It was lovely. It was really a beautiful, beautiful event. And I wasn't even the only CRC member there, really. That's another story. But last night I heard Justin speak as an alum of this amazing school, Gardner-Ritter College Prep. I heard him speak as a role model to generations of young people who, but for that sanctuary, would not have achieved their dreams. And this morning I heard the mayor of this city talk about the things she's trying to do to make the city a sanctuary for the least among us, she said. She's building more of those tiny houses for the unhoused, keeping shelters open 24/7, and working on a guaranteed minimum income for every resident that will begin in a few months, $500 for every family living in poverty for 18 months. Let's see if that'll make a difference, Building sanctuaries that God's presence will lift us up out of what keeps us stuck, to be able to reach for our dreams. The new moon of Adar, this new moon, is always my mother's yahrzeit. My mother, like most mothers, lived large. If one was good, two was better. And she embellished everything. We used to respond to her by rolling our eyes and saying, divide by 10. But as I get older, I have a whole new appreciation for the big, embellished world that she gave us. She wanted the world to be bigger and better and have room for everyone, even the haters. As a kid, my mother I would love to go grocery shopping with my mother. And because she would put the groceries in the car, she would unlock the doors, and then she would take me out for lunch. I'd say, Mom, somebody's going to take the groceries. She said, if they do, Susan, they need them more than we do. I don't know. Made an impression, So she made space for everyone. I think that she was embellishing because she imagined a world where there was room for everyone and their dreams. A big, embellished, times 10 world where no one was other, where everyone was inside the Mishkan, and where everyone and everything was part of the oneness of creation. Surely in that world there would be no place for a day of hate. Only a great sanctuary built of our willing hearts, filled with days and days and days and days of love. So as I said, this week brought the new moon of Adar. It is the month of Purim. The real secret of Purim is that there are really no heroes and villains. That's why we're supposed to get so drunk, metaphorically, to blur the lines, so we can't tell the difference between Haman and Mordecai, between the heroes and the villains. On Purim, we are all Haman, we are all Mordecai, all human beings. No more us and them. It's all us, all one. May it be. So I think now we have a poem from Jim's new book available at the CRC front desk. A Blessing on the Moon. Master of mirrors, let me see with the unclear mirror the dark images, the images discerned by night, by moonlight. God of the light and dark, release me from distractions, bind me to the deep story of the right words, not the simple words, not the easy ones, not the sweet words. I want the true ones. God of the right and wrong, don't sweet talk me. Draw me into the deep. Carry me in your pocket. Sling me like a satchel over your shoulder, and let the truth plump like the moon, the dark moon, the dark candle, the candle at the hearth with its shadows. It's the moon. It's the moon. the dark candle, the reflected dark, dark light. Nekadesh et Rosh HaChodesh, unchadesh oto ba'arigat b'tililei, chayenu letoch masechet hadorot, nevarech et ein hachayim, v'cho nitbarech. Renewing the new moon, hallowing it today, we weave new threads into the tapestry of tradition. As we bless the source of life, may we all be blessed.
Don't let us get sick. Don't let us get old. Don't let us get stupid, all right. Just make us be brave. Make us play nice. Let us be together tonight. Don't let us get stupid, alright. Just make us be brave. Make us play nice. Let us be together tonight.
Mishaberach, a healing prayer. Once again, we call upon the angels to bring healing. We know we don't always get healing of the body, but we begin with healing of the spirit. So for Meredith Berkowitz and Michael Sirakis, for Brian Nog, Kayla Adams and Janice Garbayo and Celeste Dresens,